it's Jessie here. I'm back with another planning video, and this week I am planning from January 4th until January 10th. So it's the second week in the new year, and I'm kind of in the mood just to kind of chit chat with you guys a little bit. So I think I'm just going to do a talk through plan with me this time. Usually I speed it up and add a voiceover, but I'm just feeling like something a little bit different. Probably because I'm in a different location than usual. I'm filming in my living room today because there is no lighting at all in my kitchen where I usually film. And also probably because I'm planning a little bit differently this week. I am on a mission to be much more creative in the new year. As one of my New Year's resolutions is to try to be more creative in my planning and with my projects and things. So I decided this week, instead of doing a whole sticker kit that's already made up, I am going to sort of put together my own with a combination of stickers that I've made, stickers that I've purchased, and some scrapbook papers. So this scrapbook paper that I'm going to be using, I pulled a few different sheets. I'm going to go with like this pink and blue scheme. It's double-sided, so I've got quite a bit to work with here. And this came from a pad of paper that I got on clearance at, I want to say Pat Catan's, not 100% sure, but this is the Bright Geo paper pad from Hampton Art, I believe. And it's just got a lot of really great paper. I initially got this with the idea that I would use it for pocket letters, and I still intend to do that, but I just thought it would be fun to try to kind of put together my own theme here. So, sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. Maybe this whole talk through video won't work with them here. We'll see. I may end up speeding through some of this, but so yeah, I'm gonna be making my own like full boxes using these. In addition to these, I'm going to be using a whole bunch of stickers as well. I pulled out a huge mess of stickers here. So as far as washi tape goes, I pulled out all of these washi tapes that I thought I might be able to use. Pulled out this little banner one because the 8th, which is Friday, is my son Robbie's 13th birthday, so I thought I could decorate a little bit with that. And then the rest of these are just in that same pink and blue theme. This one came from Dollar Tree. I believe this was the Target one spot, and these two were both Walmart. So yeah, I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it comes together. I've also got a little paper punch to use to hopefully make my own little date covers. I've pulled a ruler to help me measure some things out and figure out my boxes. And I also want to go back to using a little journaling card each week to just put a little bit down on paper about what my week was like. So with that in mind, I've punched a couple of different little Project Life cards that I thought would work well with the scheme. And I've also gone ahead and punched a sheet of a list pad to put a grocery list on. I want to start doing this again. And in my attempts to be creative, I actually went through and used some stamps and stamped to buy on here. I know this looks crazy, but it was my first time really ever stamping, so I'm going to use it. So I thought what I would do is cut enough of this paper to actually cover the afternoon and evening sections, you know, to cover 2 sections in my planner, because that's the way that I like to plan. I use one section for to do and then the other 2 sections as my sort of today. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut strips that will cover from the top of the afternoon header all the way down to the bottom of the evening square. Put my to-dos up top. I think that that will work out well. And then cover up the dates and punch out some little hearts shapes out of the excess paper to make for date covers. I'm going to use a sheet along the side. So yeah, that's kind of what I have in mind. I actually am going to speed through some of this because I'm realizing now that this is going to be ridiculously long if I don't. So I'm going to speed up while I am putting everything down, and I'll come back after I've got everything kind of figured out. Strip along the side, but I haven't figured out yet what I'm doing with the sidebar at all, so I'm not going to do that now. What I am going to do is go ahead and lay down my to-do headers and my checklists next. Some of them are crooked, but that's okay. I did neglect to consider the fact that these Big House print stickers are made for the Erin Condren, and I have the Happy Planner, so there is going to be some space here between the flags and my little boxes that I made. I'm trying to decide if that bothers me enough to want to cover them up. I don't think so. I think it's going to be okay. So now I'm just going to kind of lay out the different boxes that I made. These are not cut straight at all. My paper trimmer actually is out of commission right now, so I had to cut them by hand, and I do not have the steadiest of hands. But I think that they'll be okay. I'm going to make them work. So I'm going to go ahead and start kind of figuring out where I want these to go and how I want to situate them. That was redundant. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue these down just with an Elmer's glue stick. I keep buying those tape runner things that everybody uses, and they never work out for me. They always end up breaking on me. So I don't know if I'm just too hard on them or what the deal is, but yeah, I think that this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so you can see that I made a mess of this cutting process. Like, none of this is even across the top. This is all jacked up, but I'm gonna try to kind of work with it because it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It's my planner, and if it's not 100% perfect, that's okay. I am going to attempt to kind of straighten this up though by laying down some washi tape. I just have to decide which one. Maybe this darker pink one, to pull in that darker pink and see if I can like fix this a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm not certain that helped, but we're gonna just go with it. That's what we're gonna do. So next up, I'm going to use these little heart cutouts that I punched. These are not as big as I expected them to be, but I'm gonna make them work for date covers. That looks really cute, not perfect. There's some crooked, they're not all lined up, but again, doesn't have to be perfect. And my husband's about to walk in the door. I just heard his car pull up, so if it gets a little loud, I apologize. What do I want to do next? I think next, I'm gonna try to get some work done on my sidebar. I'm gonna find a sticker for this corner. I'm gonna use one of the Happy Planner stickers, I think, if I can find a good one, and lay down some of my big house prints check boxes and headers and make this work. So that's my sidebar done. I think it looks really, really cute. I've got a place to write a little to-do list. This little box is for my weekly weigh-in because I'm going to get back into that. I got a bill due sticker here. I made this myself with my silhouette portrait. And then I just got a couple of quote stickers just to kind of even things out. I put a little strip of that washi tape in just to balance things. And now I'm going to get into actually planning for my week. So there's not a ton going on this week, with the exception of my son's birthday, which I just realized I pretty much did the whole day in pink, but that's okay. So I do want to decorate a little bit for that. I need to find a little half box or something to indicate his birthday. What else do we have going on? The kids go back to school on the 4th. I do have an injection appointment on the 9th to have another pain block done. I haven't decided if I'm going to cancel that yet or not, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in. So let's start out with Monday. I do want to put my little Hello Monday sticker down with my coffee icon. I do that every week. I think for that I'm going to use one of these boxes that I made myself. This little pink one. The pinks don't match exactly. I originally laid down a pink header here and had to pull it up because the pink on pink, the two pinks didn't really match. But I think as long as it's not up close to anything else that's super pink, it'll be alright. So I'm going to put that down. It's probably crooked, but I can't tell because everything's kind of crooked. And now I'm going to locate my coffee sticker. Let's find my coffee sticker. I'm going to use this one from Mama Needs Chocolate. There, that's cute. Also, my kids go back to school this day, so I'm gonna find my little Imagine That by Lori pencil sticker. Oh, I still need to do my meal tracking and my hydrate stickers, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm just gonna do that along the bottom. I'm going to do just as I did last week and use one of these stickers. I don't know which pink I should use. And I'm gonna line those up along the bottom for my meal planning, and then I'm going to use some hydrate stickers from Lisa Lorraine Plans. To do. Okay, so Monday, going back to this, Monday is pretty much done. Plenty of space here for me to decorate or to include anything else that goes on. Tuesday, I don't think we have anything. Let me just check my monthly calendar and see. Oh yeah, payday. How could I forget? So we're going to indicate payday with a flag from Mama Needs Chocolate. And I think I'm going to use this blue one. There's that, but other than that, I don't really think I have much going on. I can put my gas sticker down. I like to keep track of how much gas we're putting in my car, and typically we fill up on Tuesdays. How does that blue match? No, close enough. So I'm going to use this little appointment style sticker here from Lisa Lorraine Plans and just add the little gas icon to it. Just crooked again, but that's okay. Oh look, I have knives and forks here. There's only 6 of them though in this light blue color, so I guess I won't be doing that because the green definitely does not match this spread, but that's okay. So we got that going. Wednesday, I don't think there's anything other than grocery shopping, and for that, what do I want to use? Use another one of these Lisa Lorraine Plan stickers, and I'm gonna layer it with this Mama Needs Chocolate half box here. It's really cute. Use the little grocery bag to indicate grocery shopping. And then underneath that, I'm just going to... See, this is why I don't do talk through plan with me videos, because I'm all over the place and I don't have any idea where anything is. Here we go. I'm just going to put a little to-go sticker. This is again from Lisa Lorraine Plans. Even though I go to the same place every week. And I'm gonna put a little checkbox here from Big House Prints and just make myself a little list of where I need to go. And it's just occurred to me now that I didn't pull my pages out, and this would have been a lot easier this whole time had I done that, but might as well go with it now. I don't know how people use that Erin Condren Life Planner. This coil would drive me nuts. Trying to work with it here. Okay, there we go, close enough. Alright, so that takes care of that. Nothing going on Thursday with the exception of laundry. So let's just find ourselves a laundry basket sticker. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use another one of these half boxes from Big House Prints. Okay, and on top of that, I'm just gonna layer one of these little laundry basket stickers that came in a pocket letter that Stacy sent me. That looks cute. All right, and now we're moving on to Friday, which is my son's 13th birthday. I cannot believe that my son is gonna be 13. That is crazy to me. That officially makes me old, I think. But yeah, we definitely want to decorate for that. So first I'm gonna need a box What do I want to use? I think I'm going to use one of these Big House Prints boxes here. Switch it up a little bit. I think I'm going to go into this ice cream shop book. I think they have little cupcakes or cookies or something in here that I might be able to, yeah, here we go. This is cute. Just to indicate that. Okay, and I still need a weekend banner. I also need to make myself a note that I can't eat after midnight on this day if I'm going for that injection appointment this day. So I'm going to need a box for that. Just going to use this little rounded half box from Big House Prints. And I'm pretty sure that's crooked, but whatever. And weekend banner. Alright, and the weekend banner I'm going to use is this one from Big House Prints. There we go. And then now I need something to mark that injection appointment. I think I'm just going to use one of these scalloped edge bubbles from Big House Prints. And that, I think, is pretty much everything. So I'm going to go ahead and write everything in. If I can find my pen. Oh my god, here it is. And then I'll be right back. So I think that is pretty much going to do it for now. Obviously there is a ton of blank space here, but that'll definitely get filled in as the week progresses. I'm pretty happy with this, not bad. I like how the paper and everything turned out in the end, and I'm glad that I took the chance to really get creative with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you enjoyed the kind of talk through Plan With Me video. Hopefully I can edit it down and it's not like, you know, 140 hours long, but yeah, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the talk through videos, if you like those or if you like the sped up version. I'd love to hear from you. I do a Plan With Me video every single Monday, so if you like Plan With Me videos, definitely subscribe so that you'd never miss one. And yeah, that's gonna do it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.